Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high, cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it.
Know that if they pass out, usually, almost always, they'll sleep it off and come through it.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Pascal Show. I got some breaking news for you guys that I wanted to hop on here and give you guys. I told you guys I'd be, watching this
real quickly.
this whole story, just seeing if there's any more information, any new stuff that would catch our interest or, get us intrigued.
Alcohol and drugs, and there are no natural diseases.
And lo and behold,
three healthy persons
something
to die
has gone down.
So
and we got to talk about it because, oh my Lord. And you know what? This kind of explains a lot of things.
Alcohol,
a lot of things
that cause them to pass
yes.
out, and they die.
So some of my theory could be exactly right. I could still be wrong, but at the same time, there still are some possibilities revolving around this particular situation, this mystery with these three men that were found in the backyard. I'm telling you right now, I think Jordan, we all can agree for the most part that this man knew. I'm going to say it. Okay. This man knew. Hold on. Let me make sure there's no sound going on here. Okay. So, that's weird because I don't hear anything right now, but okay. Mother of two boys said it's good now. Okay, cool. I fixed it. Everything's cool. All right. So, as I was saying before, I think my theory could be completely correct. It could be completely wrong. But something tells me I'm on the right track. And I think a lot of us are feeling the same way about this situation, about this particular case, about this mystery. It's not really a case yet because they say there's no foul play, so they're not looking at it as a case. So it is a strange, mysterious breakdown of situations and all that. But at the same time, there is some breaking news that I think is extremely important and will also fill up some holes in some of our questions, right? Or at least fill some holes in some spots that need to be filled up. This says a lot, y'all. This says a lot. We're going to get into it. You see the title above or down below, wherever you're watching the show right here. I appreciate you guys for being here. Like I said, it's going to be a very, very short show. But I wanted to give you guys the breaking news of this because I just saw it and I was like, I was totally thrown off. I was like, what? Now this explains a lot. This explains a lot. And of course, I got to tell you some more of my theories. So I'm going to tell you those things. I'm sorry, guys. That's what I do. This is the show. At least on this particular case, I'm going to give you guys some speculations and some theories. We're going to get into the conversation. So do me a favor. Hit that like button down below. Send it past 300 likes. This is breaking news. This is very, very brand new. This just came out within like an hour. Okay. And maybe I'm the first one to give you guys the story. If not, it doesn't matter. It's still brand new news to me. Dagnabbit. And I'm sure it's a lot of big news for you too. So do me a favor. Hit that like button down below. Send it past 300 likes. Don't forget to hit that reaction button if you're watching on Facebook. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe. Don't forget to hit that follow button on my Facebook page, please and thank you. And let's get into this thing. Of course, check out my merch page, pascalmerch.com. If you want to support the channel, simply hit that join button down below. Become a member of the family. Anyway, let's get into this, mother lover. Okay. You see the title above, down below, wherever you're watching this show right here. So here's the thing, guys. All of our theories are going to start more new theories. New theories are going to start running amok right now. And the reason why I say that is because of the new information that just dropped within an hour. Let's see. Yeah. Shoot, less than an hour ago. No. About an hour ago. Okay. A little bit over an hour ago. Some of you guys are going to be brewing up new theories on storylines, on what actually happened. And some of y'all are going to be like, I knew it. Dang, I knew it. Well, let's wait, of course. But some of our theories could very well be right. Reason why I say that is because we got to take a look at this title right here. And of course, it's in the title, the surprise, surprise. But at the same time, Jordan Willis has checked himself into rehab. Yeah. Try to make me go to rehab. He's in rehab now. While, of course, as families await toxicology results. Okay, guys. If this is true, because this is from a source, it's not from his own mouth. This is from an actual source. Sources close to the family are saying that he checked himself into the rehab. Okay? If that is true, which, by the way, yay, if it's true and if that's what he needs, then good. Good on him for realizing that it's time to put himself in rehab, but also at the same time, man, if he had only gone earlier, right? But at the same time, it is what it is, right? If he did check himself into rehab, then some of the theories that have been flying out here could be exactly right. We're going to get into that part, my theories and all that stuff here in a second. But the fact that he's checking himself into rehab, either he has a serious problem that he needs counseling, the right kind of counseling, and being looked after, okay? He needs the right kind of help. Or he's trying to distance himself from the situation as much as he can, trying to protect himself and all that. I don't go on that part. I don't go with the second. I go with the first. I think that he really was in a drug. He was on a drug bender. I think he was on a bender for those 48 hours when he wasn't answering phone calls, text messages, you name it. I think he dove deeper into his addictions or deeper into the chemicals rather than doing the right thing, like picking up the phone, calling 911 and contacting loved ones, letting them know that his friends have perished in the backyard. That's what I think. I think he dove deep into his depression, deep into the anxiety, and deep into the party favors that he had at his fingertips. We're going to talk about those a little bit more in just a minute, but let's look at this. And this is breaking news, so come on in here, guys. Come on in here. And yes, it could be alcohol too. Let's not forget that. It could also be alcohol. But this strengthens the theory that I've had for a while, to be real honest. You guys know this is my theory for the longest time. Okay? But let's take a look at this article, okay? I appreciate all y'all for being here. It really does mean a lot. Again, hit that like button down below. This is breaking news. We now know where he is because honestly, there's another, there's his face. This is Jordan Willis, okay? And for those of y'all who don't know who Jordan Willis is, you may be late to the party. Before we go into the main article that I'm going to share with you guys here, he was the renter, the tenant of the house in which those three friends were found in the backyard of. And he was hanging out with them. They went to watch the football game. The Kansas City Chiefs won a game against the Chargers, if I'm correct. It was a cold night. We all know that. Earlier this month, we're the last day of the month, by the way, guys. But earlier this month, the weather was really brisk, very cold. He had some friends over. He allegedly said that he went to bed. His friends, well, he said many different things, but just to keep it, to abbreviate, he said he went to bed, friends left, he woke up, did his thing, did whatever he did for 48 hours, only to find out 48 hours later that his friends never left the house and they were gone, froze, as he said, in the backyard of his crib. Okay? Now, everybody's been wanting to know what the hell happened. Who is this guy? What this guy is all about? We know that he's a scientist. We know that he has a very, very important job, and he's doing some really amazing stuff in the job side of things. But outside of that, he had friends come over, and they did something. What that something is, we still do not know. We are still waiting for toxicology reports, and we're still waiting for an autopsy report. But police are all saying that there's no foul play in this situation. In other words, they walked into the place, they walked into the house, did not see any signs of foul play, didn't see on their bodies any puncture wounds, any scratches, any markings, any bruises, etc. So they said, "Hey, there's not a problem here. This is pretty open and shut kind of case. This is a pretty short open and shut kind of case." They took something, most likely, that they shouldn't have taken, or they took something that was laced with something, and that's why all three guys are gone, right? But what's interesting is throughout this time, while we've had the lawyer in many interviews, changing the story, literally going left, going right, going up, going down, running in circles, making up a whole bunch of BS because of this guy, because allegedly this guy was telling his lawyer a new story, it seems like, every single time they talked. So the narrative out here in public looked very weird. And all of us are still looking at this mother lover going, "Hey, what's the story here, man? What's the real story? Tell us the truth." Okay? Quit telling us one thing and changing the narrative. Stop saying that you went to sleep. Then the next minute you say that you walked them out. Then the next minute you say you didn't walk them out. You just waved goodbye to them as you sat on the couch and passed out on the couch while they walked out of the house. Make it make sense, guys, right? We are all very upset about this. But while this is all going down, within a week of his friends being gone, he's already packed up and kicked rocks. He was gone. He chucked up the deuces. He was out, gone. And we didn't know where he was. In fact, I wanted to share something with you guys in this article, because this was an article I was going to show with you guys as a pop-up video. And as I was doing more research, that's when I found out about the fact that he has checked himself into rehab. I kid you not, which we will get into in just a second. But moving further on into this particular article, it says here, where did it go? Dag nabbit. Hold on. It's in here. I swear to God. I'm trying to find it because it's important. Where did the hell they go? Yep. All the BS about the headphones. Family and friends are not believing any of this BS. Okay. Where is it? Back in the house. Where the heck is it? Where the heck is it? Oh, this is going to drive me crazy. Well, I can't find it exactly in this particular article. It was right here, but then, I got up and pulled up all this other stuff that I wanted to share with you guys. But in this particular article, they say that law enforcement has not confirmed. They have not disclosed. They evaded the question of where Jordan Willis is. In fact, they said in this thing that they knew that it is true that he packed up his things and he moved out, but no one knew where he is. And literally, I was like, man, that should be a conversation in itself. Where's Jordan? Where did Jordan go? What the hell happened here, right? He packed up his stuff and he left, and you're telling me law enforcement doesn't even know where he is? The hell? That's not good, okay? That is not good at all. And if I could find it, I'll share it to you guys. I swear it was in this article, but there's a whole lot of article in this article, okay? But they said they evaded. There it is. Skadoosh. Right here. The department also confirmed that the passings were not being treated as homicides, but evaded saying if they knew where Willis actually was. So they have no idea. They didn't know where he is. So I sat there and I'm like, wait a second. You know what? That is a damn good question. Where the hell is Jordan? Where's J-Dubs at? The hell is he at? Right? So then I did a search. and I got this as my answer. Not the old man holding the ID. I mean, go good on you, old man holding the ID. Hold that strong. But I'm talking about right here. Where's my mouse? Right here. Jordan Willis checks into rehab. So now we know where he is. And they said in a little thing here, it says underneath, little blurb, they said this was an enormous, heartbreaking wake-up call for Jordan. I wonder why it was an enormous wake-up call, heartbreaking wake-up call for Jordan. And he is facing his addiction head on. A source close to the Willis family told Fox News Digital. Interesting. Don't you think, me lovies? Don't you think it's a little bit interesting? I think so. I really, really think so. So we're going to get into this article, okay? Because I'm like, where the hell did he go? Where did he go? Because we talked about it earlier. Where did he kick rocks to? Well, he went to rehab. Yes, he went to rehab. Let's take a look at this. So, Jordan Willis is facing his addiction head on in rehab, with a source close to the family calling the frozen passings of 3 men in his backyard an enormous, heartbreaking wake-up call. I got things to say about that, but I'm going to hold my tongue as best as I can right now. After the shocking loss of the 3 of his close friends under extremely tragic circumstances, Jordan recognized that he had a problem with addiction. Interesting. He immediately checked himself into rehab after vacating his home and putting his things into storage. So, of course, we already know about the bodies of Ricky, Clayton, and David, all within their late 30s, okay, were recovered outside of Willis's Kansas City home the evening of January 9th. They were last seen alive inside the home at a watch party for the Chiefs game against the LA Chargers, on the 7th of January. A neighbor told Fox News Digital on Tuesday that they saw two of the now deceased men arrive at Willis's home with a 30-pack of beer that night. So eyewitnesses are now saying something that's very interesting, in my personal opinion. Now they're saying 2 men showed up with 2 30-packs. That's a lot of beer. That's a whole lot of sauce. Like I said, these guys were coming and they were going to hang out. Son, they were going to hang out. They were about to kick it. All right? They were about to light the fires and kick the tires. All right? They were about to have some fun. Okay? No jokes aside. Literally, they wanted to kick it. And that's okay. If you have to fight for your right to party, right? So, hey, if you want to party, that's on you. But at the same time, do it responsibly, do it carefully, please, guys. But they walked in there with 2 30-packs of beer. So you knew for a fact they were going to kick it. Okay? I mean, if there's 5 guys in there, 5 guys collectively, right? If there's 5 guys in there, 6 beers each. And these aren't tall boys. These are just regular cans of beer. That's still, I mean, I don't know about you, but that's a whole lot. That's a lot of beer. Especially when you're drinking this at 11, 10, 11 o'clock at night. That's a lot. On a Sunday night. Yeah, you're having some fun, yo. You're having some fun, Okay, so 5th man present at the watch party, Alex Lee, which we already know, left Willis's house. Now they're saying around 11 p.m. when we've been hearing midnight on January 7th as the 4 other men were watching Jeopardy. His attorney said to Fox, he doesn't know what happened. We didn't know anything until we don't know anything until the toxicology reports come back. And if they show anything, these men were my client's good friends. There are conflicting reports that after the demise, after these tragedies were discovered, Alex Lee, may have texted other people about use of party favors at Willis's home during the watch party. This is very important to hear as well, because this was part of the other article I was going to show you guys. And for you content creators, here's an idea for your pop-up video. You're welcome. So there are conflicting reports that after the demise of these men, okay, after they were discovered, Alex Lee may have texted other people about the use of party favors at Willis's home during the watch party. Remember what I said before? Did I not say something about Johnny number 5? Did I not say about Alex, 5th member of the group? Okay. Did I not mention about Alex saying something's up? He has a past. Could there be a connection between the two? Why would he be texting other people about the use of stuff, party favors at Willis's home? Why? Was he the one providing it? Something to ask, y'all. All right. But California girl, yes. Hi, and yes. He apparently, allegedly, is in rehab. We're going to discuss that in a second, I promise you. But look at that as well, though. That's important. Alex, after they were gone, he was texting other people about party favors being used at Willis's home. Who are these other people he was texting? Who were the other people that Alex Lee was texting? Because these other people, they're not sitting here saying that he was texting Jordan at that time. He was texting other people. What could that be? Could it be that he's sitting there going, no, don't touch that stuff, guys. Did you touch it yet? Don't touch it. What I just gave to you, hey, I'll give you your money back. Do not touch it, bro. It's tainted. It's bad. It's bad. Flush it. I'll give you your money back. Just flush that ish. Think about it. We're going to continue, though. See, I'm not crazy. Sometimes I'm crazy, but sometimes I'm not crazy. You see what I'm saying? Let's move on. The Kansas City Police Department has told Fox News Digital that the case is 100% not being investigated as a homicide. And actually, it should be. Because if Alex or Jordan did provide any type of party favor that actually took the lives of these men, then it should be considered a homicide. Just so you know. But again, once toxicology reports come back and they show that this stuff was laced with Sympathy, oh, they're going to be looked at as a homicide. Oh, 100%. Trust and believe. Like I said, him going to rehab says a lot. And of course, they say that no foul play is suspected in these men's demise. And still, no matter what, this is absolutely tragic. How terrible of a way to go. Okay? How terrible of a way to go. Now, of course, let me say this too. Just because Jordan has checked himself into a facility so that he can battle his own personal demons does not automatically mean that these guys were partaking in something that was tainted. But it's very easy for us to lean on that, don't you think? I have to say, just to be safe, because I know there's somebody out there going, well, that doesn't prove that they didn't take me. I get it. I fully get it, 100%. But at the same time, this is painting a completely different story to me. Okay? I'm just saying that out loud. Let's continue on. Medical and law enforcement experts previously told Fox News Digital that Fenty, a Fenty analog, or even a synthetic, easily mistaken for the Mary Jane, the trees, like K2, could have played a role in the men's demise, causing them to pass out in the snow and succumb to hypothermia. Now, I totally forgot about K2. But yes, synthetic trees, anything of that kind could definitely knock them the F out, could rock their worlds in a very bad way and make them fall down. right? And make them pass out, if you get what I'm saying. So that is a possibility too. Now, I've heard other people say, oh, yeah, maybe they smoked some trees that were laced with Fenty. That's a possibility too. Let's not forget. And of course, yeah, Michelle, let me get my mouse over here. Come on. Same thing. Ketamine, GHB. I mean, all of them. Rohypnol, all of them. Okay. All of them. All possibilities. Okay. Worlds could have been rocked and they didn't even know too. Right. Unbeknownst to them that they took something that was bad. But that is true. Okay. Hold on real quick. Let me get this real quick. Thank you so much for being a member, Mrs. and Mr. Steelers. Hi. What's up? Okay. But thank you so much for being a member for the past. That's a long time. 20 months is a long time. Hey, y'all, sending love and appreciation for you, Pascal. Finally catching a live. Well, I'm happy you found me and were able to catch a live with me. This is very rare. You know, like I said, I was going to do this as a pop-up video, but I said, I'm doing this live. We're going to do it live because this is just too, it's just too saucy. It's just too meaty. Okay. So let's continue. So that could have been anything. It could have been anything from powder to something that to a little bit of some trees, could have been a joint, could have been anything, anything's possible. But the fact that he's going to rehab tells me something, and tells me it might have been something harder than just a rolled joint or a couple shots of tequila. Okay. However, family members of the deceased have accused Willis, 38, of playing a more active role in his friend's demise after he failed to report the dead men in his backyard to police or answer alleged repeated attempts at communication. That's very true. One man's concerned fiance, we already know about this, logged a call to the Kansas City PD around 8:51 p.m. on January 9th after she found one of the men's bodies on his property. According to family members, she broke into the man's house after he failed to answer messages or his front door as she searched for her partner for days. Willis's his attorney, Pacerno, that's just how I call him, okay? But John Pacerno has said that Willis, all right, we already know about all this, but he works from home and he slept with noise-canceling headphones for a lot of the 2 days following the Chiefs' watch party. Now, we all saw the backyard, but we're taking a look at it again here. And again, to me, it just doesn't make any sense. The only thing that could make sense to me is that he saw what happened. You had a guy sitting upright in a lawn chair on the patio. It wasn't like he was all the way up at the furthest end of the backyard, right up against the fence or something like that. No. Okay. Au contraire, mon frère. He was in a patio. He was on the patio in a lawn chair, sitting upright. Big old guy too. Okay? No disrespect, but he was a big dude. David Harrington's big. How can you miss that? All right? How can you miss that? Sitting on the patio. You're still in the house. Chilling in the cut. I think he knew exactly what happened. He saw the friends react in the way that they did, or he saw them after the fact, freaked the F out, locked up all his stuff. He probably was still hopped up on something at that point and continued to go on to some sort of deep, dark, depressed, drug-fueled bender at home. Closed out the blinds and just shut off the rest of the world. People were texting him. People were calling him. People were constantly trying to get in touch with him, and nothing. He didn't respond to any of them, didn't do anything. In fact, I'm curious what his job did. Did his job call him countless times to see if he was going to log in? We haven't seen you log in, sir. Are you sick? Are you okay? You're telling me he didn't respond to text messages from his work, calls from his job? Don't worry, we're going to talk about something else here in a second. But the fact that he has actually turned himself or checked himself into rehab does say a lot, in my personal opinion. Okay? It does. It tells me that indeed there were some sort of party favors involved in at this guy's house. He may have provided it sounds like he provided a good portion of it. Sounds like he provided some of this stuff. And maybe it was, yo, I got some stuff at home. Alex was like, yo, I could provide, but I don't know if I have enough. Maybe, I don't know. And they're like, yo, let's just share, guys. So they bring their 30 packs. Two guys brought in 2 separate 30 packs of beer. They go in there, they're kicking it, having a grand old time. And then what happens? Bad things ensue. But this happens apparently, allegedly, after Alex had left. Also, I want to remind you, you never know. Here's a timeline that I don't think anybody said anything about yet. Because apparently they were over at Alex's hanging out, right? They're hanging out. They're watching the game. They're doing their thing, doing their thug thizzle. Game's over. They're about to leave. What are the chances of Jordan be like, hey, why don't you guys come over? You know, I got some games. I got whatever, you know. And they're like, yeah, let's do it. They go on the way to Jordan's house. They go and re-up on beer. That's exactly what they did. So they pull up. And maybe as they're on their way over there, they're like, yo, Alex got the plug. Let's hit him up. Let's see if he can bring a little bit more. Alex comes over. Boom. He's got a little something. Maybe he doesn't partake. The 4 of them do. Maybe Jordan doesn't take as big of a hit of whatever they took. Guys have a bad reaction outside while they're smoking cigarettes or whatever the hell they're doing. Jordan sees this, or actually, I'm sorry. Alex leaves. Let's not forget that. They're taking their hits. They go outside to smoke a cigarette. Bad-ish happens. That's a possibility. Jordan goes outside. Hey, guys, oh, my God, what the? And then it's just chaos. 3 of his good friends gone. He freaks out. Goes back inside. And remember, if he's already on one, if you get what I'm saying, if he's already on something, the anxiety, the fear, the paranoia is not even at where it should be. It's at like a freaking, it's like at a 20 on a scale to 1 to 10. It's at a 30. He's freaking the hell out, right? Shuts the door, locks it, and he doesn't know what to do. Anxiety takes over. Fully takes over. And then he continues to do whatever else he has in the house. Because he's so depressed, so scared, so messed up, he doesn't know what to do. So he's like, I'm just going to stay high. And I'm going to let this all this pain, I'm going to numb this pain and disassociate myself from this as much as I can by getting as high as I freaking can. That's what it sounds like to me. Maybe he really didn't respond to those text messages, not only because he knew exactly why people were hitting him up, but also because he was too mother loving high, baby. That could have been it too. But I'm telling you right now that we know that he's in rehab, that paints a brand new piece to this painting that we're looking at, this picture that we're saying. It's a nice big old, there's a nice big old piece of the puzzle that we have just gotten. And it confirms a lot of the theories that have been out here. So yes, I do think that they did take some stuff. They were just It was just a party thing, recreational. I don't think it's something as intense. Maybe Jordan really is intense in that stuff. Maybe he really does that stuff a lot. And hey, if that's how he rolls, that's how he rolls. Okay. Don't do drugs, kids. Okay. You're better off you're better off, not doing it. Okay. Stay in school, read books, drink water, pursue the healthier lifestyle. Okay. But apparently he likes to more than just tie one on. And that could be very well what it is. Or he was just on the sauce. Either way, it doesn't matter. He locked himself in that house for 48 hours, and he either ingested alcohol or something else to numb the pain. While family and friends were constantly calling him, texting him, and trying to find out what was going on. Now, I'm telling you right now, if this other piece right here that I shared with you guys about Alex possibly texting other people about the use of party favors at Willis's house, that also tells us a little bit of something too. What does it say? I said it earlier, but I'll repeat it one more time. That maybe Alex was the one who provided the party favors for Willis and for David, Clayton, and Ricky. But he also provided that same powder or that same party favor to other people that he knew. He sells it to other people, I'm sure. And so I'm sure he was hitting up everybody he remembered selling it to, telling them, do not touch this ish. Please do not touch this ish. It is tainted. Throw it down the toilet. Throw it away. Don't put your fingers on it. Do whatever you need to do to throw that ish away, and I will send you your money back. I will cash app you your money right now. Don't touch that stuff. It's tainted. That gives us a little bit more information about that as well. Think about it. Think about it for a second. Now, the other thing, okay, going back to the fact that he is gone and he is in rehab right now. Some people might look at this and go, oh, he's just trying to get he's just trying to get the sympathy vote. He's just trying to get the public's sympathy. That's all he cares about. That's all he wants. Well, actually, that could very well be it too. I don't see it that way. The way the timeline is, the way the story has broken out, the way we have heard things so far, the way I think he is thanking his lucky stars he is still alive. And because of his addictions, because of his recreational use of these party favors, and it sounds like it's more than just recreational. He probably said, oh my Lord, I'm really lucky. It's time to get clean. Also, because of the bender that he was on. Of course, that's speculation. That's just my theory. But again, why wouldn't you pick up the phone for 48 hours, 50 hours straight? Hide when people are knocking on your door. Hide when somebody actually breaks into your house, and only show up when police show up. And you're in your skivvies holding the doggone empty wine glass. You still high, baby. That's somebody high. Okay? What could be the problem? No, that doesn't make sense. Who shows up to their front door when police show up wearing an open robe, boxers, nothing but boxers, so just balls freezing in the wind, holding an empty wine glass? Who does that? Who does that? So I don't see this as a move. Him, going in. All right. Him checking into rehab. I don't see this as an attempt to get some sympathy from the public. I really don't see that. I think he realized how lucky he is, that he has a serious problem, and he needs to fix that. And let's not forget, his friends passing away right in front of him like this is a harsh, harsh wake-up call. That's an intense wake-up call. Real talk. So him checking to rehab, I don't know about you guys, but this tells me a new narrative, a brand new narrative. Now, one other thing I want to point out. This is all part of this other article here. But dramatic photos of last hours of 3 Kansas City Chief fans could solve. What's up, buddy? My dog just walked in. My dogs just walk in. So dramatic photos of the last hours of the 3 Kansas City Chiefs fans could solve the mystery of how they passed, cops believe, as they seek to unlock the friends' cell phones. Let me just say this really quick. Why did it take you so long, 5-0? Damn. Why didn't you get the phones a long ass time ago? Took you 3 weeks? Took you 3 weeks? To finally go, oh, we should get the cell phone. We should get the cell phones. Right? Yeah. Let's not forget, this is all the stuff that they left behind. Personal belongings of Ricky, Clayton, and David's that were left at Willis's home. But now they're going, oh, we should dive into that now. We should look at the photos. Maybe there's some text messages. Maybe there's correspondence that happened in their phones between each other or between them and some other people about what happened that night or about that led up to their demise. Something of that sort. Why did it take you so doggone long, baby? Damn. Long time, baby. Long time. Okay? But let's take a look at this. Just saying, damn, yo. You could have... Man, hold on one second. Okay. And also, real quick, let me answer that question because somebody said this here. Michelle just said, why would Alex lawyer up? I feel like that's normal for any person to lawyer, quote unquote, lawyer up right now. I feel like it does not mean, it's not an admission of guilt. In no way, shape, or form is it an admission of guilt. I feel like that is just standard procedure nowadays. Anytime you are whenever you are connected or, standing adjacent to some sort of crime or mystery or tragedy, I think a lot of people lawyer up real fast just in case because they don't want to say anything stupid or anything that's going to incriminate them. Also, he's got priors, though. Most importantly, party member number 5 has priors. So I'm sure, is like, I need a lawyer. I need to make sure that I'm distancing myself from this so I don't get thrown in jail again. And I don't know if this is like strike 3 or anything of that sort, but still, he's got a record. He's got priors. So he has to be really careful. Okay? Really, really careful. But let's look at this, okay? Detectives are combing through cell phones of the 3 Kansas City Chiefs fans who were found dead in the backyard nearly 48 hours after a football watch party. Relatives of the close friends have been asked for the codes to unlock the devices to see what photos were taken in their last hours and to see exactly who each of them called. And I think that's incredibly important. And why didn't they do this before? Why did it take them so damn long? The father of 37-year-old victim David Harrington, who passed along with Clayton and Ricky, told the Daily Mail, I had a detective ask for my son's code because they couldn't unlock his phone. John Harrington, 58, the father, said they can access the call records, but they wanted to see what else the phone contained. I know that they asked all other families as well. In fact, I didn't know the code, so I couldn't help. Families spoken to by Daily Mail have said they cannot dismiss party favors as a possible cause of demise of all 3. And there are all the 3 guys, okay, including Alex Lee. Man has priors. Moving on, Clayton's uncle admitted because of their age group, I'd leave it in the picture. That's interesting. So they also revealed detectives had not ruled out re-interviewing Jordan Willis, who hosted the party, which we already know. When asked if officers plan to speak to him again, a Kansas City PD spokesperson replied, that question would be part of the ongoing investigation. You know, it's really funny that they're sitting there going, saying, oh, no, that would be part of the ongoing investigation if we're going to talk to him or not. But what the hell? You have family members that are trying to to call police, get in contact with the police department, and those people in the department are rolling their eyes, giving them vague answers, not giving them answers at all, maybe not even returning their phone calls. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. The department also confirmed, which I already said this too, but the department also confirmed that the deaths were not being treated as homicides, but evaded saying if they knew where Willis currently is. Now, we already know, okay? We already know now that Jordan Willis is, in fact, in rehab right now. And that paints a new picture on what could have possibly happened before, during, and after these men passed away in that backyard. My theory still stays the same. That, hey, they partook, probably a little nothing, not that big of a deal, but it was enough to hurt them in the most catastrophic way. He may have taken some, he may not have. Regardless, he knows and he knew for a fact that those friends of his were gone in the backyard. Remember the piece of information from the parents when we watched the show this morning. The fiance broke into the house, walked straight into the living room, and from the living room, she could see a man sitting in a chair on the patio, and that was the deceased body of David Harrington. If you can see a body like that, just standing in the living room without using much effort at all, Jordan's not blind, guys. He's not visually impaired. This is a regular late 30s guy that just partied a little too hard with his friends, and now his friends are gone. He saw that. He saw what happened to his friends. He's lying. He's lying. He's lying. Oh, my dear, sweet Jesus in heaven, he is lying. And we've already known he's a liar because he's been telling his lawyer so many different stories. And that lawyer has been up here on interviews, etc., just talking wild in these interviews. So we know without a shadow of a doubt that this man is a known liar, at least for this, in this particular situation. And all he's been trying to do is cover his own ass. But I will say this, the fact that he is in rehab, I'm happy for him. At least I'm happy for him on that part. It's just tragic that he's searching and trying to get sobriety now after such a tragic thing happened right in front of him with friends that he loves and cares for. Now he has the wake-up call. That's the sad part about this whole thing too. Don't get me wrong. I know for everybody, it's never too late. True, it is never too late. But it is really sad that it transpired in the way that it did. So now that you have that he is in rehab, what say you guys? Does this confirm your theories and speculations? Or does this give you a brand new timeline? Definitely comment down below. fired off in the family chat and all that. But I will say this. I don't think this is an attempt at trying to get sympathy from the public. I think what happened was a terrifying, scary, and heartbreaking wake-up call for someone who partakes in other things quite a bit. Now, I know that there's other theories about him being a scientist and all that, and maybe the synthetic thing was something that was homemade. I don't know about any of that. But I do know that this man is in rehab right now. And those guys are no longer here. And the math right now for me, my own math, is starting to math. Anyway, guys, I appreciate all y'all for being here. It really does mean a lot. That is the show. But I just wanted to give you that quick breaking news. He is in rehab. So he packed up his stuff and he kicked rocks to rehab. Oh, the other thing. Let me just hold on before we wrap up. I got a couple super chats, but there's something else I wanted to point out. His father called him. His father called him at noon. He picked up the phone. What did he say to his father? What conversation did he have with his father? Remember, his dogs weren't there anymore. His dogs weren't there. Allegedly, the dogs were there when the friends were over there. Alex Lee said that the dogs were there. Parents that we just saw in an interview with Cuomo this morning said that the dogs were there. Papa called him. Did he confess? Did he tell him exactly what happened? And said, Dad, I'm messed up and I need to go to rehab. Did that happen? He made the decision to go into rehab or to pack up his stuff and leave the house within those 48 hours. This wasn't something like he just planned 5 weeks ahead of time. You see what I'm saying? So what was the conversation that he had with his papa? And the question is, does his papa know? Someone had to have picked up those dogs, because when fiance broke into that house, no dogs were in the house. They were nowhere to be found. They were allegedly with Papa. So does Papa know? Does Papa know? Anyway, guys, that is the show. I'm going to keep asking these questions until we get the right answers. All right? But that math ain't mathing. That math ain't mathing. Did he do a Brian Laundrie? Call up parents, be like, I did a bad thing, man. I don't know what to do. I mean, it's possible. I need you to take the dogs, Dad. I just need you to take the dogs. That is possible. Or the dad doesn't even know. He just played it cool. Hey, Dad, I just need some time. Can you just take the dogs? I just need some time. That's possible, too. That is possible, too. But anyway, I'm going to keep asking these questions until they get answered. Okay? I'm going to keep asking these questions until they get answered. But he is in rehab, everybody. So if everybody's wondering, where did Jordan go? Where did J-Dubs go? He in rehab. Why? Because he's dealing with some serious addiction. That says a lot. Says a whole lot. Anyway, guys, it's time to get going. I love all you guys. Thank you so much for coming in here, being a part of the conversation. S-Dubs, I forgot. Thank you so much for the 5. Are we sure it's drug rehab? Could it be for a potential unaliving thought from what happened? Yeah, that could be it too. S-Dubs, thank you for the 5. You got a point there. It could be that too. That could be it too. But he's facing his addiction head on. Facing his addiction head on. So it's fair to say that he's in there for narcotics or he's in there for alcohol. Either way, he's in rehab. Okay? Hannah Thomas, thank you so much for the $2 for the £2. I do appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Appreciate it, love. Thank you. Thank you so much. Anyway, I appreciate you guys so much for being here. Do me a favor. Hit that like button down below. Crush it. Make it scream out your name. Do what you need to do. Okay? You know the drill. All right? Let's get it past 1K. as you're watching, as you're starting to leave, hit that like button down below. Let's get it to 1K. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. Hit that notification bell so you know whenever I go live, whenever I upload, because it is random, especially when it has some breaking news stuff. I wanted to break this to you fast, quick, and in a hurry. So I appreciate you guys coming in here and chopping it up with me. Hit that subscribe. If you're watching on Facebook, hit that follow button over there. Hit that notification bell over there as well. Make sure those notifications are on, okay? I'm staying on this story, okay, until we get the full, transparent truth. All right? Anyway, guys, it is time to get going. Check out my merch page, pascalmerch.com. Go subscribe to my secondary channel, The Pascal Show Clips. That would be greatly appreciated. That'd be dope. And I'll be talking to you guys very, very soon. Have a great one, guys. I'll be talking to you guys soon. If anything pops off, I'll be here to talk about it with you. All right? Anyway, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. Love you guys. Have a great day. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.